Hello student, my name is Hitesh and you are watching my channel, your classroom at home. If you really want to increase your mathematics skills, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Student, in today's lecture, I am going to discuss a very useful and handy trick to solve the linear inequalities, that is, Wavy Curve Method. First of all, I will try to solve a question without using Wavy Curve Method. After then, I will take an example and I will try to solve this example with the help of Wavy Curve Method so that we can easily differentiate between these two methods. Let's watch it carefully. X plus 1 upon x minus 4 is less than 0. Now find the solution set of given inequality. First of all, student, we have to find the critical points. Critical points can also be obtained by equating these two factors with 0. Therefore, x plus 1 equals to 0. Therefore, x equals to minus 1 is one of the critical points. Now, equate this factor x minus 4 with 0. Therefore, x equals to 4 is another critical point of this inequality. Critical point is a point about which the behavior of the function may be changed, may or may not be changed. Draw a number line. Let's say this point is minus 1 and let's say this point is 4. These two critical points divide the number line into three parts. One part is to the right side of the 4. Another part is laying between minus 1 and 4. And the third one is laying to the left side of the minus 1. Now pick any one point which is laying to the right side of the 4. Let's say if 5 laying to the right side of the 4. Let's say if x equals to 5. Put this value of x equals to 5 in given inequality. 5 plus 1 is 6. Numerator is positive. 5 minus 4 is 1. Denominator is positive. Numerator and denominator are positive. It means left hand side of this inequality is positive. Now pick any one point which is laying between minus 1 and 4. If I have chosen a point x equals to 0, 0 laying between minus 1 and 4, then put this value of x equals to 0 in given inequality. 0 plus 1 is 1. Numerator is positive. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Denominator is negative. Numerator is positive and denominator is negative, which means left hand side of this inequality is negative. Now, pick any one point which is laying to the left side of minus 1. Let's say if I have chosen x equals to minus 2. Put this value of x equals to minus 2 in given inequality. Minus 2 plus 1 equals to minus 1. Numerator is negative. Minus 2 minus 4, which means minus 6. Denominator is negative. Numerator and denominator both are negative, which means left hand side of this inequality is positive. But here our requirement is left hand side must be less than 0, which means left hand side must be negative. So we can say the interval minus 1 to 4 is the solution of given inequality. Now we have to check these points also. If x equals to minus 1 plus 1, numerator is 0. Whether x equals to minus 1 is the solution of given inequality? Of course not, since the sign of the equality has not been given to us. So we can say x equals to minus 1 is not the solution of given inequality. Similarly, now we have to check x equals to 4 whether this point is solution of given inequality or not. If x equals to 4 minus 4, denominator is 0. Denominator cannot be equals to 0. So we can say x cannot be equals to 4. So the solution set of given inequality is minus 1 to 4 and these two numbers are enclosed in open bracket, which means minus 1 and 4 are not included, but all the number lying between -1 and 4 are the solution of given inequality. If we want to represent this solution set on number line, then we have to draw open circle on the point x equals to -1. Since x equals to -1 is not the solution of given inequality. Similarly, we have to also draw the open circle on the point 4. So x equals to 4 is not the solution of given inequality. Now, dark this portion of number line, since this is the solution set of given inequality. Suppose, student, if we add some factors in numerator and in denominator, then every time we have to check these intervals by picking up at least one value, and then we can conclude whether this interval is solution of given inequality or not. So in this way, student, this method becomes too much long and time consuming method. So student, we have to learn better techniques than this one, that is wavy curve method. First of all, I will write working rule for wavy curve method. Working rules of wavy curve method. Make the coefficient of x in each factor positive if not with the power of factor is odd, then the sign to the left side of critical point is to be changed. According to the sign of right side of this critical point. Rule number 3. With the power of factor is even, then the sign remains same. Let's say plus 1 to the power 23, x plus 3 to the power 1002, x plus 5 to the power 729 upon x minus 4 to the power 103, x minus 6 to the power 22 is less than 0. Critical points will be minus 1 for this factor, minus 3 for this factor, minus 5 for this factor, plus 4 this factor, and plus 6 this factor. Now we will draw a number line. Now mark this point. Let's say this point is minus 5. Let's say this point is minus 3. Let's say this point is minus 1. And let's say this point is 4. Let's say this point is 6. There are 5 critical points: minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, 4, and 6. So these 5 critical points divide the number line into 6 parts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here 6 is the largest critical point. So by picking any one point which is linked to the right side of the 6 makes the left hand side of this inequality positive. Here the power of this factor is even, so the sign will not be changed. So we can say the sign is here positive. Here the power of this factor is odd, then the sign will be reversed. Now check this critical point, x equals to minus 1. Here the power of this factor is further odd, the sign will be changed. Here the sign is negative, so here the sign will be positive. Now check this factor, minus 3. Power of this factor is even, so the sign will remain same. Now the power of this factor is further odd, the sign will be changed. Here the sign is positive, so we can say here the sign will be negative. But our requirement is here, left hand side of this inequality must be less than 0, which means left hand side must be negative. So we can say this interval and this interval satisfy the given inequality. So now we have to check all these critical points also. If x equals to minus 5 makes the numerator 0. But here the sign of the equality has not been given to us. So x cannot be equals to minus 5. Similarly, x cannot be equals to minus 3 and minus 1 because these 2 points also makes the numerator 0, but the sign of the equality has not been given to us. Now check these 2 points also. If x equals to 4, by putting x equals to 4 in denominator becomes 0. Denominator cannot be equals to 0. So x cannot be equals to 4. Similarly, x cannot be equals to 6 since x equals to 6 makes the denominator 0. So the solution side of given inequality will be x belongs to minus infinity to minus 5. Union minus 1 to 4. And these points are not included here, so we have enclosed all these points in open bracket. So if we want to represent this solution set on number line, then this will be -5, hollow circle, all these points are the solution of given inequality. Let's say this point is -1. Let's say this point is 4. -1 and 4 are not included, so draw hollow circle here. And this part of the number line should be dark, since these are the solution of given inequality. Now we will take one more example to understand Wavy Curve method more clearly. Let's watch it. Suppose if it is given that -x plus 1 to the power 23. Now here the coefficient of x is negative, but the first rule says make the coefficient of x in each factor positive. If not, by taking -1 as a common factor, we can make the coefficient of x positive here. So by taking -1 as a common factor, x become positive and 1 become negative to the whole power 23. -1 to the power 23 means -1. Now we can write this factor as. Now we have to multiply by -1 on both sides of this inequality. Whenever we multiply both sides of inequality by the same negative number, the sign of the inequality will be reversed. On multiplying by -1 on both sides of this factor, the sign of the inequality will be reversed, and this becomes positive. Now the left hand side becomes greater than 0. When 0 is multiplied by -1, the result is 0. Now we have to find out the solution set of given inequality. First of all, we will draw a number line. Here the factor is x minus 6. Therefore, the critical point is 6. X minus 4. The critical point is 4. Here x minus 1 is a factor. Therefore, we can say the critical point is plus 1. Let's say this is 1. Now x plus 3. The critical point is minus 3. Let's say this point is minus 3. Now take this factor, then we can say the critical point for this factor is minus 5. Let's say this is minus 5. Here the largest critical point is 6. We know that on the right side of the largest critical point is always positive. So this point is positive. Here the power of this factor is even, and we know that if the power of the any factor is even, the sign remains same. It means here the sign will be positive. Here the power of this factor is odd, and the sign will be reversed to the left side of this point. Here the sign is plus, then the sign will be reversed. It means minus. Now power of this factor is odd. The sign will further reverse. It means the sign is here negative. Then we will put here the sign positive. Now the power of this factor is even. The sign will remain same. It means this side the sign will be positive. Here the power of this factor is odd. Further the sign will be reversed. It means here the sign will be negative. It means now our requirement is the left hand side of this inequality will be greater than 0. It means this interval, this interval, this interval, and this interval will satisfy the given inequality. Now we have to check all these critical points if x equals to minus 5 minus 5 plus 5 makes the numerator 0. But here the sign of the equality has not been given to us. It means x cannot be minus 5. Similarly, x cannot be minus 3 and 1. Since minus 3 and 1 also makes the numerator 0, but the sign of the equality has not been given to us. So we can say x cannot be minus 5, minus 3 and 1. Now we have to check these 2 points also. If x equals to 4, 4 minus 4, 0. Denominator is 0, but denominator cannot be equals to 0. So we can say x cannot be equals to 4. Similarly, x cannot be equals to 6. Since if x is equals to 6, denominator further becomes 0, which is not possible. So we can say x cannot be equals to 6. It means all these critical points are not the solution of given inequality. So the solution set of this inequality will be x belongs to minus 5 to minus 3. Minus 3 to 1. Union 4 to 6. Union 6 to infinity. This is the solution set of given inequality. This solution set can be represented on number line as, let's say this is minus 5. Let's say this point is minus 3. This point is 1. Let's say this point is 4. And let's say this point is 6. Minus 5 and minus 3 are not included in this interval, so we have to draw hollow circle on minus 5 and on minus 3 and dark this line. Since these are the solution of given inequality, minus 3 and 1 are enclosed in open bracket, so these points are not included. So we have to draw open circle also here and dark this part of the number line, since these are the solution of given inequality. Now 4 to 6. 4 and 6 are not included, so draw hollow circle also here and dark this part of the number line. 6 to infinity, which means dark this line, and these numbers are the solution of given inequality. Now student, one more precaution you have to take here. Suppose if it is given that minus x minus 1 to the power 22. Now the coefficient of x is further negative. By taking minus 1 as a common factor, we can make the coefficient of x positive. So take minus 1 as a common factor. This becomes positive. This becomes also positive. Now minus 1 to the power 22 means plus 1. So we can write this factor as. Now no need to change the sign of inequality here, since there is no negative sign come out before this factor. So student, we have to take precaution whenever the power is even and the coefficient of x is negative. So student, in today's lecture I have discussed a very important and useful topic, that is Wavy Curve Method. So keep watching my videos and keep practicing. Thank you.